More is 25,000. 3 is 28. And 2 is 30. And the state's offering $30,000 for the kid, dead or alive. Now, we don't have to fight the law because they're the ones to pay off. This is the easiest money I've run up against. Now, Billy's a smooth customer. He shot his way out of a lot of traps, and we won't give him a chance. He's got to come by way of Coldwater Canyon, and we'll be waiting for him.
Billy? I don't think so.
I don't usually mix into what don't concern me, but
Them it does, don't live on.
But this time I feel I should. So I'm warning you not to go on through the canyon.
Why?
When you stop deep back there in town, you were recognized by some folks who figure on cashing in on the price Arizona's put on your head.
Now, how come you're tipping us off?
Yeah, how come?
There's 2 reasons. First, I don't believe you're as bad as you're painted. And second, I thought maybe you could help me.
In what way?
I came across the Arizona line to pick up some riders.
Look.
I can get you out of this if you'll follow me.
Go ahead.
All right, old-timer. Let's see how hard you're hit. Never mind me. The border's a couple 100 yards ahead.
Fuzz, give me those bandages out of my saddlebags.
Well, it looks like we let $30,000 get away from us.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, come on.
You can't move him, Fuzz. He's hurt pretty bad.
Well, that'll mean going back to town for a doctor.
No, too dangerous for you to do that.
The danger didn't stop you from warning us.
Get me on a horse. I can make it.
I'll go on back to town and get a doc. You keep him quiet. Get the doc as fast as I can.
This could be called kidnapping. I suppose it could, Doc. As long as a man's life depends on your being there, it doesn't worry me very much. The sheriff should be notified of the shooting. I haven't got time for that. Afraid he'll recognize you?
What do you think?
I think he might, Billy. It's the kid. After him. Keep riding, we'll get across the border.
Hey, what does he mean, keep on riding?
We just ran into those fellas that tried to waylay us.
Give them a little their own medicine.
That'd only mean more bloodshed. If you are not here, I can handle them.
I hate to run out on you, Doc.
I know you don't. But I know what's best. Now vamos and make it quick.
I guess we better do as he says, Fuzz.
You're the boss.
Doc, thank him first when he comes through, will you? You bet. Now get out. Come on, Fuzz.
I'm telling you, we're jumping out of the frying pan into the fire riding over in these parts.
Take it easy, Fuzz. It's the only way we're going to help Dawson for what he did for us.
Well, I ain't complaining, but my Adam's apple's getting the jumps.
Take it easy, Fuzz. Nobody will be looking for us with a cow outfit. Maybe that's the reason Dawson can't get any men to ride for him.
And we better ride over and see if we can find out who was shot at.
He's gone.
Don't reach for your guns. So, you killed another one of our men. You're afraid to give a man a chance, aren't you? Well, I'm not going to give you a chance either. I'm going to kill you as I would a rattlesnake. You're worse than a rattler. A rattler warns, at least.
Oh, now, lady, wait a second.
When it comes your turn, it makes a difference, doesn't it?
Well,
Keep your hand away from your holster.
I wasn't going to reach for no gun, ma'am. You see, we were riding down the trail and we heard some gunshots, and then we found this fella.
Keep your hands in the air, both of you. And turn around.
Hey, good-looking little gal. She's pretty tough.
Don't let her fool you, Fuzz. She isn't as tough as she pretends.
Hope not.
You can turn around now.
Are you convinced now that we didn't shoot your man?
Maybe you're all right, and maybe not.
Oh, why, we wouldn't harm a fly, ma'am.
Who are you, where are you going, and why?
I'm Fuzzy Q. Jones.
I'll do the talking, Fuzz.
Yeah, you go ahead. You do better than I can anyhow.
We come from Arizona. Got enough of the country down there and more than enough of the people. Thought we'd come to New Mexico and see if we can't find a new job somewhere.
Then you're not Billy the Kid?
What'd you say, ma'am?
I said Billy the Kid. You've heard of him, haven't you?
Oh, yes. Sure.
Of course we've heard of him. I said we came from Arizona, didn't I? It's his home range. It's rumored down there he's headed south, across the border into Mexico.
We've been led to believe that he's a hired gunman for the Coulter outfit.
So that's it. You took me for this Billy the Kid and thought I killed your man for pay, huh?
Yes. There's a war on between the Circle X and the Double Box. I'm Mary Dawson. My dad, Sam Dawson, owns the Circle X.
You've got a brother by the name of Ed?
Yes. Do you know him?
We've met him. That's why we're here.
After I've cooled down and talked to you, I don't believe you are the killer type.
Then you don't mind giving our guns back.
Of course not.
Thanks.
I'll ride back to the house and tell them about this killing. They'll send out a wagon.
Mind if we ride along with you, ma'am?
If you do, you'll be considered taking sides.
Trouble doesn't worry us any.
Worries just get you more worries.
Come along, then. Oh, just a minute. You'd better reload your gun.
Mighty careful girl.
Yeah.
Buzz, pick up that extra horse and let's go.
Well, that's Slim's horse they're bringing in.
Somebody killed Slim from ambush, Brandon.
We can't stand much more of that kind of stuff.
Where's Dad?
He's up at the house.
These two men have signed on for the drive.
Take Slim's horse and put it in the corral. And if you know what's good for you, you'll take yours and hightail it out of here. And that goes for all of you.
I thought this outfit needed riders.
Well, any man that'll sign with the Dawson Drive is a fool.
We signed, mister. We don't like being called fools.
And you heard him.
Yeah, but you don't know what you're running into.
Suppose you tell us.
Well, Slim is the fourth man that's been killed since we started the Circle X roundup. How many more are going to get it on the trail with this herd, I don't know. But I do know I won't be one of them.
As soon as the going gets tough, you quit, huh?
Exactly. Have you any objections?
No objections at all. That's your privilege. If you want to quit, you quit. But you leave Dawson's men out of this.
All right, boys. I'm going with Coulter. He'll pay us twice as much as you're getting here. You coming with me?
I don't like that kind of talk, mister.
You stay out of this. It's none of your affair.
I'm making it my affair because I don't like the way you do business.
Maybe there's something else you don't like about it.
Yeah. I don't like your face.
Well, now that you mention it, Fuzz, it could stand improving. You think you can do anything about it?
Now, let me see. Oh, that front view is very bad.
Listen, you get this monkey out of here, I'll tear him to bits.
Now, let me have a look at that profile. Oh, that's even worse. Well, you hold still. Now, let me see. Yeah. Seems to be a hopeless case. But I think with a little working over, it could be improved.
Would you like to try it?
Yeah.
Watch it, Fuzz.
What's going on here? Why, Billy, you tell him.
Brandon there was trying to get your riders to quit.
Yeah, we thought it'd be better to lose one man than all of them.
He said he was going over to work for a fellow by the name of Coulter, whoever he is.
Older, he's a cattle buyer over at Cold Springs.
Brandon running out on us leaves us without a trail boss for the cattle drive.
Well, maybe Ed'll be back.
I don't think he will, Mr. Dawson.
Well, he knows we have to make a delivery date.
Do you know where we can reach him?
Yes, ma'am.
Where?
Well, I knew you'd worry about him, so I wasn't going to say anything.
What do you mean?
Well, he's been in a shooting scrape across the border.
Is he all right?
Yes, ma'am, but he's wounded. Doc Arnold over in Tonto's taking care of him. He'll be laid up a couple of weeks.
You're sure of that?
Oh, there ain't nothing to worry about, ma'am.
How did it happen?
Well, he was helping Fuzzy and I out of a jam.
Yeah, and to sort of repay him, why, we thought we'd ride over here and...
You know anything about handling cattle on a drive?
Handling cattle on a drive? Why, he drove a herd of cattle from across the state of Texas into Dodge City. They even gained weight on the trail.
You're exaggerating a little bit there, Fuzz.
No, I ain't. Tell her.
Well, I need a trail boss. You want the job?
Sure we do.
We'd like to help you out, Mr. Dawson.
Well, it's going to be a tough grind and short-handed.
We'll do the best we can, won't we, fellas?
All right, you'd better get some rest. We start at sunup in the morning.
Come on, Fuzz, let's water our horses.
I can't help wishing your brother was heading this drive.
So do I, Dad. But under the circumstances, we're lucky.
Nice bunch of cattle you're sending to market, Mr. Dawson.
None better in the state.
We're putting a lot of trust in you, Mr.
Bonnie, Bill Bonnie.
Hey, we never had a friend down yet, do we, Billy?
Not if we can help it, Fuzz.
You both look good to me. Well, goodbye and good luck to you.
Don, drive, Fuzz.
Brandon will never take the beating and humiliation those fellas handed him without trying to get even.
Oh, they seem perfectly able to take care of themselves.
Round up the men and get ready to ride while I go in and see Coulter, all right?
I'm sorry I can't make it more, Darby, but this is the best I can do. You realize you're taking a chance to never find these cattle. I'll see you before you leave town.
We picked up the Dalton herd about 35 miles down the trail.
Good.
Are they short-handed?
I'll say they are.
This is one time it pays me to have you on the inside, Brandon.
Listen, we'll stampede them early in the morning. They'll run wild after a good night's rest.
It'll be up to you, Elkins, to see that we get a clear title to the Circle X brand.
I haven't failed yet, have I? Dawson or his trail boss will be in to recover what they can.
Well, this time it's important, because when I come out in the open as owner of the double box, there's going to be a lot of wailing. And I want to be in the clear as far as these brands is concerned.
With Dawson broke, you'll control practically all the cattle in the territory, won't you?
Well, there'll still be some little fellows to take care of, but the hard work will be over.
Be sure you do a good job this time.
Listen, we'll scatter that herd from one end of New Mexico to the other. It'll take us a month to pick them up. See you later.
Wait a minute. Tell the boys to be sure where they're shooting at. They almost hit me when they run off that Darby bunch.
You know it's hard to tell who a man is when the cattle get running.
Well, they're off again. Just before the week's over, some ranchers will be in town, taking what he can get from Coulter, like we did.
Maybe some of these days they'll meet up with somebody not like us.
Well, they haven't got enough men to stop them once we get them running.
Well, that ought to be easy.
We'll hit them from both sides in the rear.
That way we'll split the herd wide open.
I'll wait here with my men till you and Turner get in position.
Right. You take care of them over there. First, go on. All right, you talk, mister, and talk fast.
I just heard the shooting and the cattle running. Come over to see what it was about.
You mean you didn't help stampede them?
No.
And what made you run for it?
Well, I found myself being shot at, and I tried to get away. There ain't no rounding up them cattle. They're scattered over 9 counties. Oh, you got one of them raiders, eh?
Yeah. You got me all wrong.
I'll match you to see who finishes him.
I wasn't with them raiders. My name's Elkins. I worked for a cattle buyer by the name of Calder.
Calder?
Yeah, I was going to make you an offer for the herd and save you a trip into the rail junction.
I'm afraid it's a little too late for that now.
Well, maybe you can sell us what's left.
Take a month of Sundays to gather in them cattle.
Now, wait a minute, Fuds. Wouldn't hurt to listen to Calder's proposition. Let's get our horses.
Hiya, partner. Well, Dan Kelly.
Bobby Jones. I'll go in and tell Calder what happened.
Hey, Billy, I want you to meet a friend of mine, Dan Kelly.
Glad to meet you.
How do you do?
Say, what brings you here?
Oh, we had a little trouble. Billy and me were driving a herd of cattle through the...
Wait a minute. Don't tell me. You're driving a herd through? Now on the trail you had your crew shot up. And the cattle stampeded?
That's right.
And Elkins showed up and told you about selling what was left to Calder?
That's exactly what happened.
Jensen and me had the same deal pulled on us. And there were plenty of others.
Sounds interesting. I want to talk to you two after we're through inside.
We'll be waiting. Stick around.
From the Dawson outfit?
Yeah.
So you had trouble. How large was the herd?
1,500 head.
Yeah, all prime stock, too.
Too bad Elkins didn't get in touch with you a couple of days ago.
Well, if he had, we'd have saved Dawson's cattle for him.
I didn't know they were shipping this late in the season.
You're supposed to know that's what you're paid for. Could you make a deal for Dawson?
No, but I can take him whatever offer you make.
Tell him I'll set my crew to work and round up whatever we can of his herd.
That's the kid's horse, but the kid ain't riding him. He's got Elkins. Hey, come on, we ain't got a minute to lose.
Yeah.
Trail them and find out where they take Elkins. I have to see Calder. Kid outsmarted us. He got away and took Elkins with him.
Are you sure?
Yes, but I got Brandon trailing him to find out where they're taking.
They're able to break him down and make him talk before we get to Circle X. We're through.
I don't think they'll be able to.
We can't take any chances.
You want me to handle it?
Can you?
Sure. As soon as Brandon reports, I'll manage to get to wherever he is. After that, it'll be easy. Slater, come here.
You gotta get me out of here.
I can't right now. There's too many around.
They're gonna hang me if I don't tell them where Mary Dawson is.
Just keep your nerve and everything will be all right. Here, take this gun and put it out of sight. I have a horse waiting for you up among the rocks. I'll be watching from there. The next time they come in, I'll fire a couple of shots to attract their attention. That'll give you a chance to use the gun to make a break.
I knew you and Calder wouldn't let me down.
I got a beater now. Be ready when you hear the shots. Everything's set.
The kid's headed for the shack. It's your last chance, Elkins. Either you talk...
I wonder where he got that gun.
I'm wondering more about how he missed it at such close range.
Damn thing seems to be all right. Well, what do you know? Every one of them is blanks.
You're right, Twist.
Let me see.
Whoever gave you that gun, Elkins, didn't want you to have a chance.
Yeah, they framed you, figuring you'd tell us where Mary Dawson is.
They're holding the Kohler's house in the valley.
There's nothing more we can do for him.
I reckon not. Didn't I hear a couple of shots down
Yes,
there?
I'll tell you about it later. Right now, we're heading for Calder's Ranch. They're holding Mary Dawson there. Come on.
Hold her here.
Yeah.
Elkins is taken care of.
Good. Now all we have to do is to get this letter into Dawson's hands. Sign that.
You expect me to sign this?
Well, what do you think I wrote it for? I'm going to write that letter once more, and you'll sign it if you know what's good for you.
We'll take them by surprise. Split up and hit them from all sides.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to try to get into the house and locate Mary before the fireworks start.
For the last time, are you going to